Proverbs 24:27 says, "Prepare your work outside, get everything ready for yourself in the field, and after that, build your house." When we have a lot of different tasks to do, sometimes it can be difficult to know how to prioritize them. Do I do the most important thing first? Do I finish the quickest task to get it out of the way? Do I do the hardest thing first? This proverb gives us an interesting perspective. Faced with the choice of getting your fields ready to grow food or getting your home comfortable to live in, focus on the fields first. Comfort can wait, but the timing of planting and harvesting crops sometimes leaves very little room for error. And while we generally aren't farmers here in the Bay Area, there are some important principles we can pull from a proverb like this. Before you start thinking about comfort and luxury, you need to make sure you have a stable source of income. This might seem obvious, but you'll notice a lot of people in our current culture are more concerned with living an extravagant lifestyle than having financial stability. Their desire to impress others has them buying things that are more expensive than they can really afford. Fancy cars, expensive clothing, and in the end, it never feels like enough. Take a look at Proverbs 13:7. One pretends to be rich, yet has nothing. Another pretends to be poor, yet has great wealth. We've talked a lot about this before, but it really is true that a lot of people in our society are so caught up with their image, they spend themselves into poverty. They want the comfortable, luxurious home, they want people to be jealous of them, but they don't pay attention to their fields. And let's be clear, there's nothing wrong with being comfortable. Life is not supposed to be an endless chain of pain and suffering, but remember that we need to prioritize things properly. There's no point in having a home worth millions of dollars if you're starving. Proverbs 12:11. Whoever works his land will have plenty of bread, but he who follows worthless pursuits lacks sense. Of course, we don't really have land that we work. Maybe we have a backyard we grow some vegetables in, but this proverb is about more than just growing food. We each have different gifts and resources God has given us, and he wants us to use them for something productive. Following worthless pursuits is like chasing after those get-rich-quick schemes, trying to find shortcuts in life without really doing the work. Whatever profession we end up going into, it's going to take work to get ready for it. We'll need to study and train. And as we're faithful with the things God has given us, God will be faithful to provide for us. We could also make the mistake of getting jealous of someone else's path, wishing we had the gifts and opportunities they had. And as a result, we miss out on the things God has given us. We're so focused on someone else's land, we lose sight of our own. This proverb reminds us not to forget about the work God has assigned to us, whatever it is, because there is great reward in completing it. So be mindful of the things that are worthwhile to pursue, and work for them. God's prepared good work in advance for us to do, so let's be faithful in the things He's given us.